games tonight, and what's the score?
Led by that first team All-NBA forward, JT. Celtics get the win in convincing fashion.
Wait, the guy who went 1 of 7 from
the guy that scored 31.
Oh,
that guy.
That guy?
Yes, him.
Right.
You're losing tonight, Skip.
Yes.
It's about to be over for you.
Okay.
I'm glad.
Keep talking.
I will keep talking. Boston, when they take care of the basketball, these games aren't close because Miami struggles scoring in the half-court set. So what they try to do is try to play the passing lanes, jump out, get steals, get easy buckets, because when they have to set their offense, basically it's Jimmy Butler or it's nothing. You know that, I know that. The Celtics know that because it's hard scoring against when you have Robert Williams and you have Al Horford and you have Marcus Smart. Oh, did they not? They didn't even have Marcus Smart the other night and they beat the brakes off you. So what happens if he comes back and lock it down? Al Horford locks it down. Robert Williams, and you know Grant Williams had an off night shooting threes. But you know he do. So he do. Jaylen Brown had an off night. You know he do.
Keep talking about off nights.
Yeah, he had an
going.
off night, but it won't be off tonight.
Derek White, 1 of 8 from 3.
I'm not. You
don't
really
care. Well,
him.
he's in your starting lineup.
Don't worry. That's if Marcus Smart is unable to play.
Maybe he won't be able.
But what about the other initial? PP. Peyton Pritchard.
Oh, I think Paul Pierce.
No. He might. I don't know.
They might roll him out. They might roll out Paul in a wheelchair.
I mean, right now, Boston, they flipping a coin to see who the best PP is.
Really?
Paul Pierce, Peyton Pritchard. How is the coin flip right now?
They're even talking about is Peyton Pritchard better than Peyton Manning? That's what I've been hearing. Right?
Hell no. But he said that's what he do. He comes in off the bench, Skip, and he gives you buckets. That's what he do. Now, he told you that's what he does.
He's a little fire starter, a little pepper pot, right?
It's as simple as this. Boston, when you have 20-plus turnovers, you lose the game because you allow Miami to get out, and they score 28 points off those turnovers. When you take care of the basketball, they only score 10 turnovers fewer. They only score 8 points. That's the difference in the ball game. Playing you head up, man for man, player for player. Boston Celtics are deeper. They're a better team. And finally, you're going to see it tonight. You're gonna feel their presence. You're going to feel that defense, how they squeeze the life out of you. You had 52 little measly points in 3 quarters. This is not 1990s basketball. This is not the Heat Knicks. This isn't the Pacers Knicks when they scoring 73 total points and 52 at the end of the 3rd quarter was commonplace. This is up-tempo basketball. And you only got 52 little measly points. You're in a heap of trouble tonight. Heap of it.
And the final score will be?
We're going to win by at least 8. I'm going to say, you know what, Skip? I say we win 110 to 102.
110 to 102, says the Hall of Famer Shannon.
Might be more. Might be more. It all depends on how JT. He might have celebrated first team All-NBA. Think about it now. The man first team. Over LeBron, over KD, over Kawhi, over PG, over a lot of guys. He first team.
Yeah.
He might go get you 40 big ones.
You think he celebrated on South Beach last night?
Nah, he just in his little room. He had Deuce up there, had his mom, probably celebrated. This was a big moment. Because, you know, that's a max contract coming his way in the next couple of years. So, yeah.
You don't think he told his lady, me and the fellas got to hit South Beach?
No, that ain't what, JT not like that. Okay. He got that Kobe. Kobe, like the task is not finished. There'll be a time for us to come back down to live and live it up. Living it up, oh yeah. Oh, JT, do what you do.
You have owned live on occasional nights.
I haven't, but I'm gonna.
You have rented it out just for you. That's what I hear.
Bill Keith went, I'm gonna.
Yeah, that's what my man Wayne told me. It's just you and him one night. You just took the whole club off.
Hey, Weezy, come get your boy. We gonna go down there. We gonna turn up. I might be there with JT after they win this title.
Well, I'm about to turn off your Okay. You are in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And you've been such a savant through these basketball playoffs that you might also already be in the Basketball Hall of Fame, and I don't know about it because everybody gets in the Pro Basketball Hall of Fame.
I should be
right?
there. Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Okay, so from Canton to Springfield goes Shannon Sharpe.
Yep.
And he says 110 to 102.
Yeah.
visiting team tonight, and I believe we already have 2 cases bet on just this game. But if you recall, and we make so many bets, you tend to just conveniently forget about what happened.
What side of the bet?
I believe you gave me 6 points yesterday. So I have the home team +6.
Yeah.
Okay. The odds makers say the home team should get 1.5 tonight.
Yeah.
So Boston is the small favorite here.
Favorite in your building.
Okay. And you have me on the run because I have no idea what's going on with Jimmy Butler. Is it internal or is it internal just in his knees? Does he have arthritic knees, inflamed knees? I don't know what's wrong with him, but something for the last 2 games has been very wrong with Jimmy Buckets, playoff Jimmy.
Well, what happened was in Game 3, Marcus Smart had them shackles around his feet, so he couldn't do nothing.
You could certainly make that case, and maybe the shackles are still there where he lost his confidence. I don't know what happened because the other night, he would drive it right into the lane looking like Luke, and I'd say, just go right up with it.
And Robert Williams was right there.
At the last second, he'd say, you know what, I think I'll just half-heartedly pass it out to somebody standing out there 40 feet.
Did you not see Robert Williams throw it up out of there? Did you not see Al Horford throw it up out of there? So you want the man to just keep getting the shot blocked. That's demoralizing, Skip.
Okay, well, I am demoralized watching him not play because he plays, but he doesn't play. You want to talk about timid. You want to talk about lack of aggression. I can't even recognize Jimmy Butler in the last game and a half because he didn't even play in the second half, obviously, of the previous.
Whoa. What happened if you come out here, playoff Jimmy? What happened to you calling him Jimmy Buckets? Now you can't recognize him.
I say what I see. I just react to what I see. In the first 2 games at Miami, did I ever see playoff Jimmy? Because what was it, 41 and then 29?
Yeah.
And the 29 was enough to win. But
No, that 29 was nothing. Skip, you know that was garbage. They had like a 30-something point lead. That's Prescottian numbers.
Okay. I also have a huge X factor. I have the 6th man of the year with a pulled groin. And I don't know his status because probably he might not even know his status right now. He was at least listed as questionable, so at least I got a chance that he might play. But even when he has played, in the playoffs, he's shooting 23% from 3. So can I trust him even if he tries to go on a pulled groin? No, I cannot.
Well, he's doubtful. It's doubtful that he does anything in Game 5.
Well, he should be listed as doubtful psychologically because he's been doubtful every game that he has played, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I give you all the above, and I figure Marcus Smart will just suck it up and play. I know he's got a sprained foot or something.
Yeah, because you saw how he turned it the other night.
He turned his ankle, that's right. Yeah, so, okay. Will he go? I thought he'd go last game. But in the end, it is still 2-2. It feels like they got swept in Boston. That's what it feels like. It feels like it's 2-2 and they got swept. It's almost like they should call off the rest of the series because everybody is now back on the Boston bandwagon.
I never left.
You never left, but now the bandwagon is going to roll over Miami because that's the theme out there. And I love that theme because everybody is underestimating the Heat culture. It's the Pat Riley Memorial grits and guts culture that he has instilled, he has installed in these players. This team has big heart. This team has strong backbone. This team will come out and play as physical a basketball as you have seen in the playoffs tonight. I am predicting right here, right now, this will be a football game. This will be do or die football game because the Heat know they just virtually have to win this one because they don't want to have to go back to Boston to try to survive. So this is where you reassert yourself. You regain and re-seize control of this series with your physicality, with your mental and physical toughness that I believe is deeper than the Celtics' mental and physical toughness.
Well, Skip, it's going to come down to officiating. How are you going to call the game? Is Tony Brothers, is Capers, is Bill Kennedy? Who's going to officiate the Scott Foster? How are you calling it? Are you going to let them play? Or is it going to be ticky-tack where guys just go to the free throw line, one team shoots 35 free throws, the other team shoots 30? What is it going to be? Are you going to let them play? Because I just believe the Boston Celtics have a gear that the Miami Heat just can't get to. Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown are 2 of the best players they have the 2 best players. With Jimmy Butler, okay, but JB is the next best player.
Okay.
We have them, you don't.
Okay, I agree with you, but I kept trying to remind you yesterday when you were in Baltimore, long distance, you're running from me, but you couldn't hide. But I kept trying to remind you, look at what they didn't do. Look at all the threes they missed. Again, Jayson Tatum was 1 of 7 from 3. Jaylen Brown, 1 of 6. Derek White in the starting lineup for Marcus Smart, 1 of 8. And your man, Grant Williams, 1 of 5.
Right.
If not for little Peyton Pritchard, who made 3 of 6, you would have been sunk from 3. But you won handily.
Thank you.
Because you crushed on the boards and you crushed at the free throw line. You crushed. And it became a wipeout early on, and yet from a certain point forward, over the last 3 quarters, the Heat won the game by 2 points. They won the game, and it was still a 20-point game.
Okay, you won the ball with the last couple of quarters. You won by 2 points, but you're down by 100. So you end up losing by 98. You've accomplished nothing, Skip. This is what I know. I know the effort that they gave me on the other night. They're more likely to repeat that effort than the Dallas Mavericks are to repeat the effort that they gave you. That's what I do know. Because if you watch the way they played throughout the playoffs defensively, we saw it. Right now, only one team got swept. They did the sweeping. Okay. And we saw what they did. They went to Milwaukee when they absolutely positively had to have game 6.
Yep.
They went and got it. Now, they get to go to Miami, and we know what Miami are. We know what they represent. But you watch them guys in green.
Big green machine out in full force.
Yeah, you know what they do.
Shannon Sharpe. No team in the playoffs can flip the switch and the script the way the Miami Heat can. It's why they had the best record in the East. It's why they went up in late March and convincingly won a game at Boston when it was full strength versus full strength. It's why Eric Spoelstra stepped to the mic after the game and he said, we are just as capable of doing to them what they just did to us. I love that statement.
Yeah, of course.
That is exactly what you should have said, because I'm going to remind you, in Game 1, the Heat had a 20-point lead, and in Game 3, the Heat had a 26-point lead at Boston. They know they can do this. This is their house, where in Games 1 and 2, they shot the most free throws and they had the most rebounds. So it was a completely different setting in South Beach. Right. It felt like completely different.
Whoa. You do realize now the first 2 games they played without Al Horford and Marcus Smart. So now we straight up.
Well, we're not straight up. You are, we aren't.
Well, you got your guys. I mean, who you missing?
Well, probably Tyler Hero. I don't know if he can go. And we've been missing him anyway.
What about Marcus Smart, Defensive Player of the Year?
Well, okay,
we probably be missing him.
Yeah, it should be a walkover. It should be a cakewalk.
Ain't no walkover.
Right?
Them guys from Charlestown winning this one.
Something happened.
They bad, Skip. They bad. There's some bad fellas out of Charlestown. Now, I don't know if you know anything about Charlestown, Boston. Woo!
All I know is something very quietly happened in the fourth quarter the other night. This guy named Duncan Robinson, who they gave a whole lot of money to because he's as lethal a three-point shooter as there is in all of basketball.
Really, Skip?
He made 4 threes in the fourth quarter, and all of a sudden, it looked like he got his stroke and his confidence back. And I don't doubt that he'll make some threes tonight that will hurt you badly. In fact, my gut feeling on this basketball game is it's going to go down to the wire. It's going to be a blast to watch because I think it might have a Ray Allen twist to it in the end, like a Ray Allen Memorial last-second shot to save the night and save the season.
This man, you talk about Duncan Robinson. You talk about Luka can't play defense. The man got locked out of the starting rotation after they gave him $72 million for 4 years, $18 million a year. And now you hyping him up.
He didn't get locked out of the starting rotation. He got locked down on the end of the bench out of the whole rotation.
And think about it now, what you just said. Duncan Robinson, Duncan Hines. Celtics
really?
6.
Well, you love cake, right?
Let
them eat cake.
Let bake a cake. But they done tonight. They done tonight. I feel so comfortable. I want another case. I want another case. I want 3 cases on the Celtics, and I'm going to give you those measly 6 stinking points.
Oh, 6 stinking measly points.
Yeah.
Not for 3 cases.
Yes.
I'll take that.
Woo-hoo.
I love
saw
it
him coming. I was on the plane like, how can I get another case?
You saw me coming.
Yep.
You proposed the bet.
No.
If I had proposed the bet, you could say, I just trapped you. But you did it. I didn't say a word.
But see, I knew you were coming. I was on the plane thinking, I was just sitting there on that long flight back.
You actually spend time thinking about
I do.
this?
I was thinking, like, how can I finagle another case out of Skip? I did give him 6 points. But if I say I'm really confident and I get passionate about it, he'll go for it. He's like, oh, he'll think he's getting me. But all along, I got it covered with leave. He don't see the trap that I got set for it.
Trap?
Yeah.
So
sprung it on it.
I'm in your head 24 hours.
Yes.
All the time you spend away from the show, you're just constantly thinking about me.
I told you I was gonna get my cases back, case by case in these basketball playoffs. No LeBron, it was over because I get JT gonna get me about 30 cases. He don't even know it.
I have made my case. Heat win Game 5. Celtics win Game 6. Heat win Game 7. Heat in 7. I said it from the start.
Skip, it's not going 7.
Real good about
it's not going 7.
Well, you better hope it does.
Hey, I know hoping. Yeah. I know it.
Okay.
I'm gonna be at the Fountain Blue. Turn up.
Really?
Yep.
You're going to Miami to celebrate their demise? Is that?
I'm going wherever the Celtics celebrate. Your boy gonna be there.
Well, you could rename it the Fountain Green, right?
They might do that. They might do that. Ooh, I can just imagine. Well, unfortunately, they won't need to be down in Miami to celebrate. They're gonna be in Boston. Wherever y'all celebrate in Boston, hit your boy up.
I'm gonna let you prematurely celebrate right now. You should just have at it because it's the last time you're gonna celebrate.
Now, you're going to be very disappointed. You're going to come out here tomorrow, you're going to yell and scream, and you're going to talk about what is Spoelstra doing, Jimmy Buckets, I'm done with him, get him out of my sight, Tyler Hero. You're going to get all these guys out of your sight. But the one guy that you can't get out of your sights, you're looking at it right now. Because I'm going to be here tomorrow.
So did you just make them a case
way
that
too
you're my
much
worst
this morning.
enemy?
Yes! Yes!
I'm up like 90 cases.
Yes! You're going to be down 50 cases by the playoffs over. Because I know, Warriors, you're going to jump on the Warriors bandwagon with both feet, and I'm going to take the Celtics, and we're going to run roughshod over you.
Okay, good. I got this.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. See, keep on feeling good about
You are something this morning.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.